Alright, so it says, like I said before, guys, the same thing I said before, I'll say it again. What's going on once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, and fanboys, fangirls, talking about it. This is one and only Mr. Random Cultural News Freak here, aka Annual Ring. You guys are introductions and outros towards the channel. On my Twitter, Instagram, BShoot, Brighteon, Odyssey, Twitter X, like I always used to say, either Reddit, once in a very rare while, even once super extra rare while, or new ground super mega rare while. Not Blue Sky, but another one's called Minds or whatever. I haven't used that thing in like 2 years, but good luck finding me there. Anyways, it'd be great if any of you guys follow me, and if not, if you guys want to care about it or not, that's cool. Like, share, hit the bell notifications, subscribe. It's in case the algorithm unfortunately is subscribing. It'd be great if you come back. If not, that's cool. Anyways, they said lightning round intro this time. Very, very super extra. Massively on the clock because I only got 2.5, 3 hours before I freaking start off my job work. Just like I said in the Lena video. This is like part 2 of that one, but it's 2 videos I'm reacting to. This one, Alex Motion Capture, BTS. I don't know what that means. Featuring Kenny Omega. I don't know if there's gonna be freaking music. I might get copyright claim for this one, so hopefully I don't get screwed for this. But the other one is a gameplay guide how to play as Alex guy, the New York 1998-1999 jazzy dude. This one, he's a lot more extra, bigger of a beast. So I didn't know it was an MMA UFC fighter that was practicing him. There's an article from February 25th last month about it, so I may or may not read it if I remember to do it. So I won't waste your guys' time. Jump in this reaction review, second commentary, hyper reaction review, maybe it might be normal, possible. Just not wasting guys' time. Go ahead and go and see how crazy it is. Hope it's not creepy like the other one. Kenny Omega, though, I never heard him because I haven't watched that many UFC. Gotta be honest with you guys, for real. To be real, deeply honest and truthful, raw and cut for real with you. 1-to-1, mano a mano, for reals. Deep in my thoughts, emotions, for real. I have not watched MMA UFC since like 2014, maybe 2015. So it's been about 11 or 13 years the last time I watched them. I'm completely way the hell out of the loop who's super famous UFC fighter, famous MMA fighter. I don't really give a shit. I feel like the world, for me personally, it's like, actually all the stuff I usually don't talk about it because it has a lot to do with politics and war and stuff, the stuff that's going on with the Middle East, stuff that shit's happening, scarier more in South Korea, North Korea, a little bit more in China, the stuff in Russia. It just feels like that WW3 or uncivil rest of a battle thing that happens after a battle, and real stuff, real world consequences are still having down. I mean, you had the leader of that guy from the Middle East and Iran, Iraq, or whatever. He's gone. He passed away. He completely got slain immediately by the U.S. military. Even if that's the real story or fake story, I don't know if that's real or fake. I have no idea at all. I'm just a normal civilian, everyday average dude. You know, I like to put my conspiracy theory, like tinfoil hat, on occasionally. But my feeling feels more like truth than fake. I don't know. That's just how I viewpoint all that stuff. All that shit's going on. They just blew the fucking living crap out of an oil refinery over there 2 days ago. So it's getting extra serious. I don't know if it's going to be a scary 2020 or 2030 where Klaus Schwab, you will own nothing and you'll be happy. World Economic Forum shit or Illuminati Mason shit's about to take over before I hit my 40s or not. Not trying to fearmonger you guys and think, oh, you gotta pack up this for 20, 30, 40 years for food and water and all that, safety and shelter, and get your personal fire, you know what, arms ready, in case a civil war shit pops off, God forbid. I feel like we're getting real close to it though, man, so just saying. But for now, let's get to happy reaction video game stuff, alright? Let's go, for real now. Enough of that. See some fun. Never heard of this guy. This is real cool too. This is the guy. So this is the Kenny Omega dude. Kind of looks like if Rob Schneider would have had a freaking son or something like that, but he ended up being a badass, freaking physical, badass, awesome kickboxer, mixed martial artist, kung fu, karate, taekwondo sort of dude. And that's how you get Kenny Omega. Or maybe it would have been like Dwayne Rock Johnson's or Roman Reigns' freaking cousin, who knows? Oh, he does it the same way. Boom. Oh my god, that's so sick. Oh. Oh, this is how they put it all together. Okay. Oh, that's sick. I'm going to pass it out. They do it the same way. Oh my god. What? I shouldn't surprise myself. Technology doesn't know it. He does the voice too. What? He's the voice actor? I thought it was another thing. No way. I thought the voice actor was a separate thing. Oh shit, it is a separate. Oh. Oh. God damn, dude. They did a remix to a master of the song. I didn't know that. I saw that cool. Badass. Look, he's doing a lot of the Mortal Kombat second screens with Street Fighter. Guilty Gear. I don't see this do something in a while. I think I put the pencil anyway. I could. Oh. Oh. Ooh. I was scared of him a lot when I didn't take it. Oh yeah, they did it like that too. Like that. Oh, that's cool if he did it like that. Alright, let's get into the second one. We'll get to thoughts, views, opinions, speculation, yada, all the good yapping stuff in a sec. Hold on. Okay, so normally most of the time I watch these videos on my own, but it's the first time I'm doing a reaction review, commentary segment, topic, guide, recording video of this thing. So, Street Fighter6 character guide for Alex. Usually I do this on my own time, watching my own personal life, so it's the first time I'm seeing it with you guys instead. And it said it was on March 3rd. I know we're on like March 9th or March 10th right now, so I'm gonna be way late as hell to these freaking commentaries and thoughts, and my recording processes and my playlist of videos. So, fortunately, I'm not gonna be able to like get to it on time. But 3, 2, 1, let's jump into it anyways. See how good it is. I hope it's not too boring. I hope it's like how Guilty Gear and the other one place video game is too. Besides Guilty Gear, I hope it's as good as Tekken was. And then the one that they had that one chick for Guilty Gear, the one that was in Cyberpunk Android 2, but they did that special cross collaboration. Maybe they'll do something like that. Or it's just going to be Street Fighter all the way.
Okay, Arsenal.
Let's go. Space is on show and okay. Attacks to the top quickly. Okay. 7 after. And close up using the rate of options power stance to break down the opponent's defense. Okay. It was like a tutorial guy was used to do in the old school Nintendo Power magazines and Game Informer magazines and Sony and Microsoft magazines. They used to give you a tour guide and all this stuff. You had to flip physically through those papers. I know Gen Alpha probably blowing your mind. Yeah, we used to actually flip physical paper to watch our magazines. We didn't have internet 5G, 6G stuff for AR, VR things to just give a tutorial or go on Twitch or Discord or YouTube gameplay stuff videos to give us our guides like we got nowadays. I know. Whole other different world in the 80s and 90s. Slashing elbow attack. It's easy to use. Combos as a way of checking your opponent. The medium version can cancel into your prowler stance while it has hit. Can't be pausing on the ground like that. Everything common stance is still got upper hand and block. Don't be shy. It sounds like some fucking little cute ass smart ass way to say, don't be a bitch or a pussy about it. Just kick ass and take names. So that's some 80s, 90s shit or whatever. But that's what I love. Oh, this one's way longer. Medium version of this is wider and arc range and the combinations for medium tops. Make sure to give them the business with it, dude. It's more smart ass talk there. It's like gamer talk or gamer rage talk, I guess, for you Gen Alphas and Gen Zers just like to play Fortnite or PUBG or Valorant all day. I don't know, or CS:GO or League of Legends. And there's that kind of like trailer trash, sort of trash talk here on the internet. Or people that are doing crash outs, I guess is the best way I can explain it. But that's how it was in the 90s, 2000s, early 2010s, before the 2020s came around. If your connection with the attack, or if you connect with the attack and transition to prowess stance, I don't know what prowess stance is. That's the one that gives you the gauge to your special final attack. It might be, I don't know. I'm out of the loop with this shit. Or some nasty attack or ooh! Oh, so much button mashing. Correlation with slash chops. London swing attack is turned with the opponent's when it hits their opponent. It went too fast on that. I'm just gonna read it by myself this time. I don't want to keep pausing on and off for you guys. You guys can read the rest if you want. Alright. Last shot is blocked. He's still tiring, so he's using it. Comes out fast in the time with the light attack. Oh, those light attacks look badass. I like that kind of freaking on. Okay. I never heard this song before. Aerial and knee song. Alright. Also, it's like a mid freaking attack. Okay, let's see this. Oh! Alright. I need the chills with this. That really makes me super interactive. I'm not kidding. Whew. Jesus Christ. Alright. The power bomb. That one sounds really, really scary. More actually dangerous. Oh yeah, it's very dangerous. Oof. That was like a sequence figure out for people really even to the front side of the stuff. Okay. I kind of see what they're saying there. Oh my god, it's fucking insane. Are you serious? That's what they talk? I don't think there's like a thing I'm gonna get out my freaking music. The Jujutsu Kaisen story music a little bit. I do hear a little bit of Jujutsu Kaisen music on them, but since I grew up more with the Dragon Ball series and the other series, like I just said, besides that one, like Hero Academia a lot more, it sounds more nostalgic for me with those animes. I'm just saying. So yeah, but don't feel much. Sounds a little Naruto-ish too, a little bit. Naruto Shippuden too. Hyperbomb? What the heck is Hyperbomb? Oof. Good lordy, that's wild. Power stance. Oh, okay. I thought it was just a little intimidation tactic. Like, you know the ones they used to do for Super Smash Bros. All the way to like the one for the N64, to the GameCube, to the Wii U, and then the last one known as Nintendo Switch. Which they never brought nothing for the Switch 2, which is kind of sad, man. It really is. Maybe next year or after might bring something for the Switch 2. But it kind of reminds me of those little intimidation things they used to do in the Smash Bros. Thing whenever you press a button, it's a certain animation, and the character you play as, it always talks to you. It breaks the fourth wall, and it does like a special little thing, or it talks to you real quickly. I'm gonna win. Like, War used to do that, or Mario used to do his little fireball thing in front of you. Or Zelda used to do like the Triforce, ding, ding, and then Link used to go, oh, or like the Toon Link Young, he used to go like that. It kind of looks like that. Maybe that's what that means for Street Fighter. I don't know. It could be for that. A Street Fighter version. So it sounds like. You understand what I'm saying? We're getting fucking up. palm jab. Kind of like came from the Gen 4 version of Pokemon. And a little bit of the other thing, like the WWE thing. Really fun to watch. Medium flash back, that's gotta be his own special. Very special signature. Has to be his actual original one. Alright. They reversed the thing all over again. They played this thing I hope we switch it to another OST. That's up to it. Aging Spirit. Sledgehammer? Oh, that's great. Oh, alright, this is the final move. This gotta be it, unless it's another one. Oh no, it wasn't. Mega Wing Buster. Alright, I know you just know this fighting training for the little family. Finally risen. Oh, so they have like 3 final moves, not just 1. 3 of them. Oh my god. There's other ways you can do that perform for me? No fucking way. Oh! I know there's other ways to perform that. Oh my god. God damn, he played way extra dirty, man. Holy freaking shit. Dang. Yeah, super fast, quadruply interface, thoughts, use, opinion, speculation. Usually I don't end the videos like that, I don't have to though. Top of the head, top of the dome, speculation is topic at hand. True neurons going off. Hot takes, bullet points, worldviews, etc., etc. You know the rest, you've been on that channel long enough, but real things now, for real now. What's going on? Real raw thoughts. I didn't know they had so much freaking content for this duels. Is this how all the Street Fighter games are? And all the Street Fighter male and female characters? They all get that same treatment? Or is it just this character Alice, because he's been there since 1997 or 1995, 1998, so I was like a 90s kid or a 90s toddler. He's been there for that long. So Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3 Turbo, as far back as I could, my child mind could remember from way back then. I'm a grown ass adult, my late 30s now, but can I still remember that far back? I don't know. Because unfortunately I never had Sega Genesis. I only got to play my Super Nintendo games, that, and my PS1 games, for the Capcom collection games for Street Fighter and all that. So that's the one I remember playing those. Besides the one that used to play in the arcade all the time, I was still living over there in upstate New York at the time. I used to play that bitch like a freaking clock, freaking work, my guy. It was insane. Good ass times. I just wish the only 2 complaints I had, I wish I would play like 3 or 4 or 5 other soundtracks besides the jazzy music that they played for the one that Kenny Ortega was doing the freaking motion capture suit of him. That one I didn't even get to talk about that. So it seems like it's typical regular strategy guide, nothing too special about. They kind of did it for the other ones that I saw for Street Fighter a little bit. This one was a lot more darker and raw and uncut. I wonder if they did that for like darker, raw, and uncut for M. Bison, because I never got to watch the Balrog one or Vega or M. Bison ones. I missed those three, so I'm probably gonna have to watch it on my own personal time. The rest of it seemed nice and cheerful and smooth. I wonder because he's like a hero or he's a superhero or a supervillain. I forget if he's a supervillain or an anti-villain or an anti-hero when it comes to Alex's character. So I'm probably going to look in the wiki fandom and read all of his stuff like how he did for Elena in the last video. I'll be surprised, but I got the one for Kenny Omega, so I'll just read that one real quick. I'm not going to take your guys too much time, so yeah, that pretty much explains everything. My thoughts, opinions, speculations, bullet points, world twos, world takes on this one. So hopefully I'll leave the link to the article down below. Hold on one second. Okay, so like I was saying before, I'll say it again at the beginning of the video, and I'm going all the way to the end of the video, because it's almost 25 freaking minutes. I wanted it to be a 15 to 10 minute video, but it's a lot longer, unfortunately. This AEW's Kenny Omega brings Alex to life on Street Fighters 6 IGN fans. I think, wasn't AEW the thing that was mixed with like traditional wrestling, but with MMA UFC fighting? I don't know. I'm not sure how that one worked. This wrestler provided motion capture for the latest DLC. I know this is like said April 12th. February 25th. I thought it was the 24th. Never mind. It says on March 17th, Street Fighter 6 is getting a new DLC character, pro wrestler inspired Alex, All Elite Wrestling's own. This is a real life famous dude. I didn't know him. Sorry for wrestler. I'm going to go see hardcore fans. I hope you don't jump on my throat for that shit. I'm saying. Hopefully you freaking excuse my noobness on this shit. Or norminess when it comes to that WrestleMania or UFC, MMA, UFC Kickbox or Fighter World. And I don't know every single up and coming one. I'm sorry. I got more IRL shit I gotta like concentrate on. I don't get the luxury of seeing it like how you guys get to see it. So it says yada. Kenny Omega is the man behind the motion capture IGN Fan Fest 2026. He explained how the opportunity to do motion capture actually came out of a simple misunderstanding. I didn't know this. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but oh god, hey, I'm just going to read up to there and that's it. It says, quote, when the news broke out, this is what he's saying, and they told me we had to sign NDA contracts and know what the characters are, and Alex will, in fact, be one of them. And they said, quote, for you being such a good sport, it'll be cool if we put a move yours in. Maybe one or two taunting moves or something. Omega told IGN. As I guess was Kenny Omega saying, I don't know. Says, had said, wow, that'd be great. I just don't know how I could fit that into my schedule to do more motion capture, aka mocap. Yeah, I forgot that's what it's called, mocap. So they did for Keanu Reeves in the Cyberpunk 2077 thing, and Idris Elba's character too. Shit's the wave of the future. It's scary, but hopefully AI doesn't take any of that fucking stuff, because they're so good as human beings doing that shit too. It's awesome. This quote, oh wait, you mean motion capture? I said, yeah. It is what they... Is that what we were talking about or no? They said, oh my god, if you would do the motion capture for it, that would be awesome. And so a misunderstanding on my part is what led me to actually going into the studio, doing a slew of mocap for the character. If there was ever any better time to be stupid, yeah, this was a better time to be stupid. I'm surprised they chose over that. Then that was one of them, because it worked out in my favor completely to not be understanding as to what they were talking about the moment. So because of that one misunderstanding, they were talking about discussion, I got invited back to the next year's Tokyo Game Show. Okay, cool. That must have been from last year. I was just talking about the one for upcoming year in October or September this coming year. I don't know. That was probably the last year one though. And then before doing the game show, I stopped over at Osaka. Oh, he's lucky. I got to go to Japan. Badass. Where they do mocap for Capcom, and we were hammered in on it on day one. It was grueling 10 or 11 hour shoot. I remember losing like 8 or 9 pounds of water weight. 9 pounds almost. So it was worth it and it was fun. He also revealed that the developers were suggesting that he has for suggestions. He can see how his ideas were incorporated. The final game of wrestling without an audience wasn't as alien of an experience as people might expect. I'm just going to read his last part and you guys can read the rest. I think because of that word, Convict 119, the fake shit that was real or fake, I don't know. You guys can make your own fucking allegations and I don't fucking know. Make your own assumptions or opinions. I got used to the wrestling and performing in front of the no one. It reminded me of bringing me back into an empty arena and just having cameras all around me, but there's no sound, there's no audience, there's no people. I see staff here, but it brought me back to the memories of that era for sure. Yeah, so this man, Mr. Kenny Omega, man, did I get a picture of him? I know those pictures of him when I was finding it. Or was it? Oh yeah, this guy right here. And like, this guy got super lucky as fuck. He was able to do it. He got to go to Japan for freaking what? For what? 2, 3, 5 or 6 months, just to hang out over there. Because I did forget. There was a dude I used to follow a lot back in the day. I think his name was Andrew or another dude, Andrew. No, my boy. They used to be big in a Spyro, Rayman, and Crash Bandicoot, and Jack and Daxter. He used to do a lot of mod YouTube videos. I think his name was something Fissure. I don't know. Crystallized Fissure or something like that. I don't know if he's still around on YouTube. I haven't seen his shit since like 2018, 2019. He used to be like in a lot of new wrestling in Japan. I always freaking forget Japan over there. Like, I know the United States over here wrestling and MMA, UFC fighting and MMA fighting, champion kickboxing. It's a very massively ginormous ass mainstream media sports besides the regular sports we got like typical NFL, NBA, MLB, like American football for the NFL or basketball or baseball. That's usually mainstream. It's usually a big thing for a lot of normies. They eat that shit up over here like it's freaking fried pancakes, shrimp fried rice. They eat it like it's freaking gold out here. Or in a lot of first world countries, probably like Canada. I don't know how it is in a lot of the Netherlands, European, German, Russian countries and nations. If it's big over there too. I don't know sure about wrestling though, if it's real big over there too in other places around the world. It's real big in other Asian countries besides Japan. I always forget Japan, South Korea, they have very huge, hardcore, wild fanboys, fangirls, and grown men and grown women crying over these wrestler figures and MMA, UFC fighters. They're like gods over there. They're worshipped like celebrities out there when it comes to South Korea and Japan. I don't know about China, but I'm not really sure about a lot of the European and other Asian countries or Australia. Or like New Zealand, it might be the same thing like how America is. It might not be. I never really thought about that concept too much. I think in South America, there's a whole Central America, especially the Latino, Hispanic countries. The luchadora wrestling's real big over there. Because I did grow up watching it a couple times on my mom's side of the family, since a lot of my Mexican and Guatemala. So I know luchadora wrestling's a very big ass thing over there, even to this day. But I think it's mainly a lot of South American, Latino countries big over there. I'm thinking it's really spread to other parts of the world, so mainly over there and that side of the world. But man, as I remember, I used to watching Kids WB show Mucha Lucha. That shit was fun as freaking hell. That was the off the freaking chain. It's great Goku's Kamehameha, great Sasuke's Chidori. A blast of a fucking good ass vibe. Good vibes, good positive feelings, good vibes all around type of shit. Makes you feel awesome and good and nostalgic, you know? So yeah, I'm glad. Shout out to this man, myth, the legend here, Mr. Kenny Omega. He did really, really good as Alex. And yeah, that's it. White Man's Cleveland's reaction. And enough of me yapping. Whew. I gotta do the quick outro and stay in here. Right, so easy, stay healthy, be easy, be yourself. Be sound like sauerkraut out of here. On and out. Stay extra safe, cautious. See you guys next time. See 2 more videos materialize in program and projects come up. Alright, take it easy. I'm gone. Take it easy. Deuce. Bye. See you in the next future video. Take care, everyone. I'm out. See you soon.